Welcome back to Mizzou Arena here in Columbia, Missouri. The Show Me Showdown 2012 Missouri Class 4 Boys Semifinals. Imagine College Prep going up against Hillcrest from Springfield. Here are the starting lineups. First for Imagine, they go with Nettles, Baker, Payne, Harris, and Vaughn. And for Hillcrest, it's Johnson, Roy, Hill, Petrie, and Green Beckham. Imagine has won two very tight ball games to make it here. They won at 65-64 over Sykeston, and then prior to that, they beat Lutheran South 59-58. So two one-point victories to make it here to the semifinals in Columbia. On the other hand, Hillcrest won handily, beating Helias 46-34 and McDonald County 73-43. And here they go. This is Hillcrest on offense right away, and DGB, as they call it, drawing a foul quickly here. Boy, he has had a great season, averaging 22 and 8 rebounds on the season for this Hillcrest team. And they have some fans that have made their way up from the Springfield area. Way out top to Jawan Johnson, wearing the orange boots here tonight. Loving that. Here's DGB up top. Spreading that defense just a little bit. Swinging around, dump it off Austin Petrie. Inside, this shot is good, and that's Jonah Hill, the tight end on the football team, going right to work with a rugged effort inside. So the Hornets on top here early in the semifinals. Class 4 boys here at Mizzou Arena. Down low, hanging. That shot was swatted by DGB, but there's a foul down low. How about Jonah Hill getting on the offensive glass right there on the putback? We just want to stay with the orange shoes in the truck. We're slappy at this point out in the Niles Media Group truck. And here's the shot by Payne, no good. He's 70% on the season from the free throw line, averaging 15 points and 6 rebounds a game. He and Baker provide a great duo in the backcourt for this Imagine team. So a little full court pressure. They will get up in you on defense. The Bears of Imagine get out in the passing lanes. They really work that defense hard, athletic on the perimeter. But they're going to have to figure out a way to contest with Dorial Green Beckham for Hillcrest here. He goes out, gets a screen, gets it back. He's being tracked there by Nettles. On the turnaround from the elbow, and the rebound run down there by Nettles. 1-on-3, he doesn't care, up over the top and scoring. Miles Nettles, the 6'4", 165 junior. Did not have the numbers, but he went ahead and took it anyway and got the bucket to go. We're tied. Actually, it's 3-2 after the free throw by Imagine. Missed shot, rebound taken away by the Imagine Bears. And quickly they move it. And now we'll shape up their offense. Out top with it, this is Harris working with Kevin Baker. Baker, the leading scorer on this team at 16 a game. Good crowd up from Springfield to support their Hillcrest Hornets. 25-5 on the season. Imagine 23-7. Fall away no good. Rebound DGB. Coming off 22 points, 8 rebounds, and 4 steals against Helias to make it here. Out on the wing with it. On the drive, Johnson leaves it over for Hardy. And back to Johnson. Hillcrest really hunting for this shot here. We've played about 2.5 minutes, and it's 3-2. Imagine on top. DGB on the block, and he stepped on the baseline, so that turns it over. And that's the first turnover, second turnover for Hillcrest. Imagine College Prep has not turned it over yet. Another game in our nightcap here in the semifinals will feature Soldan from St. Louis and Liberty North from the Kansas City area. And a great day of high school state playoff basketball here in the semifinals in Columbia at Mizzou Arena. Up top with it. This is Nettles stepping in. Gets it back, going to work, up over the top of the defense. And that's going to be a foul going against Hillcrest. And to the line, it'll be Miles Nettles. And Miles has been able to go off the dribble and get inside the defense a couple of times. 6'4", 165 junior, averaging over 9 points a game, 5 rebounds. And he's got the first one. Imagine has won 5 straight and 12 of their last 13 coming in. And the second one's good for Nettles. And so he leads the way with 4 points in this game. And the lead is 5-2 now. As driving down the lane, this is Austin Petrie. And he draws the foul. And Petrie's a real leader on this team and a guy that really shapes up this offense for Hillcrest. Even though he's a junior, 6'1". Hillcrest ball. There's a 3-ball out of the corner. Roy Hardy Jr. on the miss, but rebounded there nicely by Imagine. Pulling that one down, Emmanuel Vaughn. Quickly going to work. This is Payne. No good. Rebound taken away by Hill. And here comes Hillcrest. Once again, it's Hardy Jr. from outside, and that's a 3. Roy Hardy Jr., 6'1", the junior for Hillcrest. And they call him a 3-point sniper from out there. 40% on the season, 64 of 162, hanging in the lane and drawing another foul. And this time it's Martavian Payne getting a piece of the lane and getting it deep at 6'2", 185, the junior. And he'll go back to the free throw line. He's been there a couple of times. 1 of 2 from the line on the day. Here's Hardy Jr. from outside. And once again, that's something he's done all season long, 40% from out there. Payne, the 70% free throw shooter, has been a guy that gets to the line pretty frequently, almost 70 times on the season. And 70% free throw shooter, has the second one down. And that puts it out to a 1-point lead for Imagine. And here's Dorial Green Beckham. Out high handling. He'll play all over the floor. He's going to play his last basketball game here in Columbia, and he'll also play his first football game here, as he is a Mizzou commit. Down low, that is a foul on the floor, and that's going to go against Imagine. So on the Bears, that is team foul number 2 and second personal foul on Emmanuel Vaughn. And so Vaughn will take a seat, 6'4", 240 sophomore. And Hillcrest has it from underneath their own hoop. DGB in the lane, up over the top of the defense. And that's his first hoop here in the first half. First hoop of the ball game. And a 1-point lead for Hillcrest. On the move, on the pull-up, Baker. That shot was bothered, and here comes Hillcrest in transition. Jawan Johnson ahead of the pack, and a great look from Dorial Green Beckham to get him out in the flow. And Johnson will go to the free throw line. So what you have right there is the wideout duo for this Hillcrest Hornets football team. And the crew still liking the orange shoes. First shot up and no good for Johnson. But Johnson is the other wideout on the football team. And look for him, 6 feet, just a sophomore. Say he runs about a 4.5 40. You saw some of that right there. Of course, all the attention on DGB this season when he set the national receiving record for a career and went over 2,000 yards or close to 2,000 yards this season. And if that wasn't enough, goes on and plays basketball and has scored over 2,000 points in his career, which is a Springfield public school record. Try to dump it downstairs, and it's stolen away. Taken away there by Austin Petrie. Petrie deals it off to McIntosh. From outside, Hardy Jr. again. Shot no good. Rebound fiddled with and stuck right in there by DGB. 3-point lead for Hillcrest. Green Beckham the rebound. And then it's out to McIntosh. He finds nobody guarding him, takes it in, and an offensive foul going on David Dean McIntosh. So can we call him DDM? And look again at McIntosh here. Yep. Defense was set. Was he in the semicircle? That was the question. Apparently not. And so that turns it over to Imagine. Imagine has really controlled the pace here. They don't want to get Hillcrest out running. You've seen what happens when that happened, when DGB got it out and Johnson filled the lane. Here's a foul going on Hillcrest. And that is their 5th team foul here in the first quarter, 2:06 to play. Second personal foul on McIntosh. And Imagine will trigger in. Way up top, Johnson high to get a hand on that one. And then it falls into the hands of Petrie, going strong to the rim, and he'll go to the free throw line. Foul down low as he took it on the Bears. And that's their 4th team foul here in the first quarter. And this foul is going to go on Eric Clark, the 6'1 junior. And to the line, Austin Petrie, averaging over 10 points a game, almost 4 rebounds. Good assist guy for this Hillcrest team at about 3 a game. Shoots it at 76 from the free throw line as we look again here. Took it in strong, drew the defense to him, and got to the line where he's been very good this season and hits them both. So Petrie gives Imagine a 5-point lead. Inside 2 minutes to play here in the first quarter. Show Me Showdown 2012, Missouri Class 4 boys semifinal, and going right to work on the baseline. That is Kevin Baker, his first 2 in the ball game, averaging 16 on the season. Up top, Johnson. Deal it off Petrie. Now it's McIntosh on the wing. Works it strong to the cutter and laid in there by Roy Hardy Jr. Hardy now with 5 points, almost 14 a game on the season, 3 rebounds, and from way outside, that one going down for Baker. Two-point lead for Hillcrest, as Baker showing you some deep range for Imagine. Off the cut, here's Petrie stepping back. Somebody got a piece. Here comes Imagine in transition. Hop, step, I'll see you out of pain in the corner, Baker, and another 3-ball. Baker with 2 quick threes has given his team a 1-point lead. Hardy slows it down just a little bit and gets his Hillcrest Hornets in the set as we approach the end of time here in first quarter. Johnson backs it out. Now it's Petrie whirling into the lane. Deals it back. Johnson at the buzzer. Would have counted, but a little too strong out of Johnson. And it's Imagine with a 1-point lead at the end of 1 quarter of play.
Cheerleaders from each school are now tossing T-shirts into the stand, sponsored by the Missouri Coalition of Roadway Safety. A proud sponsor for this year's championship. Buckle up and arrive on.
Welcome back to Show Me Showdown 2012 here at Mizzou Arena, Columbia, Missouri. The Missouri Class 4 boys semifinals. Imagine College Prep and Hillcrest, the Hornets, are 25-5 coming in here. They have won 11 straight. The Bears of Imagine are 23-7. Independence, they have won 5 straight, 12 of the last 13, and right now they lead this one by 1 in the semifinals. And a steal. Green Beckham out of the pack, and they stole it from him from behind. It looks like it will stay with the Hornets. So far, shooting percentages pretty good in the ball game. Hillcrest at 46%. Imagine is at 50%. And they've hit their 2 tosses from beyond the arc. It's been Baker that's hit both of those, 2 for 2. And there's a foul down low that's going against Imagine Prep. And that's going to be the 6th team foul here in the first quarter. So to the line, Green Beckham, 22 points, 8 rebounds on the season. He's been to the line 120 times coming into the tournament. 68% free throw shooter on the season. And man, are they excited about having him come to Mizzou this upcoming football season to play football here. I mean, it was a circus on his recruitment. And finally giving Mizzou the word, Coach Pinkel. What an outstanding talent he is in multiple sports. Again, the all-time leading scorer in Springfield public school history. Over 2,000 points in his career. From outside, this is a whiff out of Payne that time from deep. And the Bears will come up and provide a little full court pressure here. Here's Austin Petrie dealing up. They steal it away. Tried to get it to DGB in the middle of the floor. Didn't get it done. And here goes Baker again. He'll get to the free throw line this time. And that is the 6th team foul going against Hillcrest. Both teams now 6 team fouls in the first half. So the next foul on each team puts the other in the 1-and-1 situation. This is Kevin Baker, 6'1", 170, the junior. And he has the first one down. Already 9 points here in the first half. There's the steal at the midcourt stripe. And once again, off the dribble, so many guys on the perimeter can get to the rim with their bounce. And Baker, certainly one of those guys. Outstanding shooter, almost 80% from the line on the season, 10 points in the ball game. A 1-point lead for Imagine. There's Jonah Hill on the other side. He's got 4. That is a solidly built young man, 6'4" junior, the tight end on the football team, and there's a foul. The block that's going against Jonah Hill. Here's the look. It was a great pass on the spin move from Johnson to free up Hill, and he laid it in. Substitutions coming into the ball game. McIntosh back in there for Hillcrest. Also into the ball game, Mohammed for Imagine. And to the line, Martavian Payne. Early on in the playoffs, he had a 20-point game against Lutheran South as they advanced, beating Lutheran South by 1 point, and then Sykeston by 1 point. So they have really had some tight ball games in the state playoffs as they play here in the semifinals now, and that one goes down for Payne. And Payne now 4 out of 6 from the free throw line today. Two-point lead for Imagine. Again, full court pressure by the Bears. Hillcrest breaks it up over the top, but they caused the turnover. Got him sped up just a little bit, and as Hillcrest brought it over the timeline, pass too strong, and that turns it over. And on Hillcrest, that is turnover number 5. Imagine has 3 turnovers here in the first half. 6.5 to play here in the first half. Show Me Showdown 2012 Missouri Class 4 boys semifinals. The winner will take on the winner of our second game, Solden and Liberty North. Swinging around the perimeter, Muhammad goes down on the baseline to Nettles. Nettles trying to work a pass inside, down on the deck to get it Harris. And this is going to stay with the Bears as it goes out of bounds on the baseline. They'll have it underneath their own hoop. And it'll be Nettles to trigger in. Shot missing there. Johnson the rebound. He comes off an effort where he had 7 rebounds against Elias last game and only 6 feet, the sophomore. Really pounding the glass. Hardy Jr. with the nice soft roll. His second 3 ball. He has 8 points here in the first half, and that puts the lead out to Hillcrest by 2. Mohammed deals off Nettles. And he double dribbled. Turnover number 5. Actually number 4 on Imagine. Once again, the great stroke out of Roy Hardy Jr. And he gets the roll this time, his second 3 ball here in the ball game. He's 2 for 4 from downtown and 3 for 5 for the game. 8 points to lead the way for Hillcrest. Green Beckham off the cut and the lay-in. Half dozen for Doyle. Green Beckham. And a nice shuffle cut down the lane to get the return pass there. And 4-point lead for Hillcrest. On the move, this is Harris. Kenneth Harris with his first 2. And that brings Imagine to within 2 here in the first half. Hillcrest with the basketball, trying to go inside DGB. Knocked outside to Hardy Jones. Deals it over in the corner, McIntosh launching a 3 that goes. And David McIntosh has his first points of the ball game. And now 3 out of 6 for Hillcrest from the 3 line. Going strong, shot no good. Rebound there by Price. And a foul on Hillcrest, and that is foul number 8 here in the first half on Hillcrest with 4:19 to play. Here's that last shot by Harris on the move, falling away off the logo. And that's going to go down for you at 7:10 on a Friday night here in Columbia. Here's Jeremiah Price at the line, 78% on the season. Hits the first one. And the free throw line, kind here so far for the Bears. 11 free throws, make it 12. They've hit 10 of them. And they trail it by 3. Again, that pressure's there. Sometimes they've turned it up a little bit, the Bears have. Other times it's just been kind of token pressure to bother Hillcrest. Inside to Green Beckham. Nice look from Petrie. Green Beckham now with 8 points. Going to work in the lane. Shot, put it in the crack. That was Price. Rebound there by DGB. And out of the pack comes Hardy Jr. And now Hillcrest will shape up this offense for Coach John Schaefer in his 5th season here at Hillcrest. State champs a couple of seasons ago. That was in Class 5. Green Beckham can't get this one to go, and here comes Imagine out of the pack. Lob down low, Harris fields it and scores. Whirling in the lane, and they got that ball down the floor in a hurry. Hillcrest by 3. 3 minutes to play here in the first half. There is a whistle and a foul out front. And this foul going on Martavian Payne. And on Payne, that's his first personal foul. And 17 fouls on Imagine. So to the free throw line, Austin Petrie. 2 for 2 from the line today. Again, a leader on this team, even though he's a junior. Had a mid-season ankle injury, but has come back from that, playing strong down the stretch here in the state tournament. And look at this. Rebound off the free throw, leading the break down the floor. Can't get it to go, though, is Harris. Showing you a little bit about his athletic ability the other way. Hardy Jr., that one spanked away, but on the sideline is Mohammed. And so it will stay down on this end with Hillcrest. And we've got a 30-second timeout. Right now the shooting percentages, Hillcrest at 56%, Imagine at 40%, but they've been to the line 12 times and hit 10 free throws. Battle of the boards, Hillcrest on top 11-7. And it's been Green Beckham with 6 rebounds. He normally leads them in that category, 8 rebounds a game on the season. He's doing it here again today. From the 3 line, both teams shooting it well. 3 for 6 for Hillcrest. Hardy has hit 2. And then Baker has hit the 2 threes for Imagine. They're 2 for 3 from downtown, and he's 2 for 2. Imagine coached by Tony Irons. Their first appearance here in the semifinals. Coach Irons won the state title as a player for Lutheran North. That was in Class 2 back in 2002. So here's Hillcrest, inside 3 minutes to play, first half in the semifinals of the state tournament. Up top, Petrie. Swinging around, Hardy Jr. Actually, that's Johnson trying to go inside. There's a foul down inside, trying to guard. And that's on Imagine. That's going to be their 8th team foul. And it's going to be DGB going to the free throw line. 10 points today for Dorial Green Beckham. From the field, 4 of 6. From the line, 2 for 2. Says they're really more business-like this season as they come to Columbia. Again, they were state champs in 2010 when they were a smaller Class 5 school, but now they're a larger Class 4 school. And man, he's hit all 4 of his free throws. Good looking stroke that time out of Dorial Green Beckham. 12 points, 6 rebounds, already piling up the stats here in the first half. Up top with it, Harris. Moving over to the left side, dealing off to Price. Shot no good, rebound McIntosh. Approaching 2 minutes, Hillcrest walks it up for Coach Schaefer. And we'll get them into their offensive set here. Really got great spacing, spreading out that defense. Oh, that one's wiped out of there by Miles Nettles going upstairs. Johnson thought he was free, and Nettles shot out of a cannon at 6'4", 165 to block it. On the move, Payne. And that one's rejected right to the coach by Green Beckham. Here's the one by DGB. Didn't really get up too high on that one, but had the tennis racket out. And so it will stay with the Bears. Inside 2 to play. And Hillcrest on top by 5. Oh, nice little look. The ram no good. Rebound Nettles. Nice little backcourt cut. Backdoor cut. We go back down the floor. Let's look at this block by Nettles. Got way upstairs to block that one. And then another block by Green Beckham on the other end at the free throw line. Here is Nettles, over 9 points a game on the season, 5 rebounds, 18 blocks coming into the tournament. With that kind of ups, though, you would expect more. Missing the first one. Here's the second, and he's got 3 of 4 from the free throw line here tonight. 4-point ball game. Hillcrest on top. Hardy on the wing looking for cutters. Back up top, Petrie trying to free up Green Beckham. Oh, going strong, was going to dunk it on everybody, and it went too hard off the back iron. And that shows you a little bit about what he's bringing to the table at 6'6", the senior. Payne brings it back out up top to Harris. Lob down low, shot missing in there. It was bothered by DGB. And whether he gets the block or not, they know he's around. Let's see if Hillcrest will play for one, leading by 4 with 30 seconds to play here in the first half. Petrie brings it back out high to Green Beckham, right in the center of their 4 corners. Both teams have been patient on the offensive end. They've taken the break when it's there. Hardy stroked a couple of threes. He's got it, deals it off to Green Beckham. They get it to him in the center of the floor and clear out. He launches a 3. And that's your first half. Imagine ends up shooting 32% in the first half, but they go to the line 14 times, hit 11 of them for 79%, and 48% shooting for Hillcrest. And right now they lead it by 4.
Ladies and gentlemen, please direct your attention to the floor as Terrence Griffin and Preston Price of Imagine College Prep, Austin Craven and Nick Gahn of Hillcrest are competing in the Farmers Insurance Around the World. The team that completes a layup, a free throw followed by another layup, and a three-pointer, then makes it to the semifinal first wins. So let's cheer the contestants on. Congratulations goes to the winners. That's Austin Craven and Nick Gahn from Hillcrest on winning the Farmers Basketball and Farmers T-shirt. Congratulations also to Terrence Griffin and Preston Price of Imagine College Prep. For second place, they win a Mission Sportsmanship T-shirt. Ladies and gentlemen, music this session provided by the DeKalb Tiger Pride Band.
I thought he was
Welcome back to the Show Me Showdown 2012 Missouri Class 4 Boys Semifinals. We go to the second half here, 29-25, Hillcrest on top. The winner will take on the winner of our nightcap, which will be Solden from St. Louis and Liberty North from the Kansas City area. But right now, work to do in game number 1 of the semifinals here in Class 4. And Hillcrest leading by 4 will trigger in here first. Again, in the first half, it was Hillcrest that shot it better from the field, 48%. Only 32% for Imagine, but they went to the line 14 times and made 11 of them. Oh, my goodness! Have mercy! That is the way to jumpstart your heart here in the crowd. Get them on their feet with this. Lob it on the first possession when you got a guy that can jump out of the gym. DGB cleans up the three-point play. And right now he's got 15. And he's got a little something for you here in Mizzou Arena. Hanging and missing the shot there. But Nettles collects, can't get it to go. And Green Beckham pulls it away. I know that dunk was only worth 2 points. Of course, he went to the line to complete the three-point play, but it seemed like it was worth about 10. That one swatted away, and here come the Bears of Imagine. 1-on-4, scoop shot, no, that's a blocking foul as Baker takes it in. And that will be the first team foul on Hillcrest here in the second half. And back to the line, Kevin Baker. Now, he puts a lot of pressure on the defense with his dribble drive, and he gets to the rim almost whenever he wants to. 10 points, 78% free throw shooter. He's hit 2 of 2 here so far in this one. 6'1", 170 junior, Kevin Baker. Coming off 19 points in the quarterfinals against Sykeston. A 1-point win, 65-64 for the Imagine Bears. Both these guards, Payne and Baker, are juniors. So 12 points now in the ball game for Baker. Little full court pressure. Petrie shakes him off. Gets into the lane, tosses up the shot over the defense and scores it. Petrie just doing it all himself that time, and one on the other end. They pulled it out of the net, and Baker got it down the floor and scored it. Now has 14 and will go to the line looking for number 15. And that foul's on Petrie. And that is his third personal foul. So Petrie has 3 fouls. Green Beckham also has 3 fouls. And he's got the three-point play, 15 points in the ball game. And there's a foul in the backcourt going on the Bears. That's going to be on Kenneth Harris, 5'10", 160 senior, picking up that foul. There's the trap. A little more aggressive with the pressure defense that time, and they turn him over. Coming out of the pack, this is Harris weaving through the defense and then cleaned up by the trailer by Emmanuel Vaughn. And another steal. Right back at him and scoring is Harris. And that pressure defense of Imagine has really turned up the heat in the second half, and they tie it at 34.
Yeah, he knew Curtin Bach.
So they've turned up the full court pressure, the Imagine Bears. They've caused a few turnovers here. 7 now in the game for Hillcrest, and they've turned them into points. Now 8 points off of turnovers, and they've collected another one. Kevin Baker dishes back outside and gets the return pass. Dumps it inside to Vaughn. Off the dribble goes Payne. Knocked out of bounds, and it goes back over to Hillcrest. Some of the steals in this second half by Imagine, and they go right to work. Their defense feeding their offense, and they've turned those steals into buckets. McIntosh now on the wing. Back out top, Green Beckham. Working there on Baker. And there's a steal out front. It's Baker again. And he'll back it out. Now it's Baker, the quick move, but he stepped on the sideline. Over 50 steals on the season for Baker. And he's showing you all about that here tonight. In the second half, Coach Irons just decided that we are going to turn them loose on defense, and they really pick their moments. A lot of times it's token pressure. Other times they get real aggressive with it. DGB dealing off Johnson, and he went over the top and draws the foul on Harris, and Johnson will go to the line. 0 for 2 from the free throw line so far tonight for Jawan Johnson. Nice little dish off there by Green Beckham. Not noted for his assist work, but averaging a little over 1 a game on the season. And here's Johnson at the free throw line. Coach Schaefer really challenged him in their last ball game against Elias to get on the boards. Even though he's 6 feet and a sophomore, it needed him to get in there on the glass, and he really responded. 9 points, 7 rebounds. 4 of those rebounds were offensive. And he has 2 free throws here. First 2 points of the ball game, averaging 8 a game on the season. Two-point lead for Hillcrest. They led by 4 at halftime. Kevin Baker has really showed you an eyeful here tonight. And now going to work, hanging in the lane, swatted by Green Beckham, and then thrown off the backboard. Payne thought he was free as he took it down the lane, and Green Beckham with another block. Here it is. Shed the first defender, but waiting on him, DGB. Now the full court pressure again. Oh, a steal. This is Payne. Martavian Payne with the steal, the bucket. Tied at 36. Another steal. And swatted by Green Beckham. And timeout on the floor. All kinds of athletic ability here in semifinal number 1. And right now, we are tied at 36 at Mizzou Arena. And here's that last steal. Stepping right in there is Payne and going to work. Dropping it in for his first field goal of the game. And Payne now has 6 points. His other points came from the free throw line. He was 0 for 9 until he dropped that one in off the steal. And sometimes a scorer like Payne just needs to see it go through the basket one time to get himself going. From the field, Hillcrest, 48%. Imagine is 35%. And again, the free throws, 14 of 17 for Imagine and 9 of 12 for Hillcrest.
Don't forget to pick up the official signature t-shirt and apparel while supplies last. Missouri
29-25 lead at halftime for Hillcrest, and now we're tied at 36 as they break huddle here in quarter number 3, under 5 minutes to play. Glad to have you with us here on the Show Me Showdown, FS Midwest Prep Zone. Imagine with the basketball. Baker leaves it up top. Harris. They swing it around. Now it's Martavian Payne. Harris is senior. Payne and Baker juniors. So, my goodness. Is this backcourt going to be strong next season? It already is. Harris short on the shot. On the putback, the foul is jumping in there and getting some nice position is Martavian Payne, and he'll go to the free throw line. He's 4 of 6 from the line here tonight. Look again, that shot goes up from the outside. He just snuck around. It was Hardy that did not block him out, and he'll go to the free throw line. Another story developing here in this one are the steals in the ball game. 8 now for Imagine, 3 for Hillcrest. Hillcrest has 11 turnovers now to 6 for Imagine. Payne missed the first one, has another one coming. 6 points in the ball game, averaging 15 a game on the season, and this one rolls home. So 7 points for Martavian Payne, who's now 5 of 8 from the free throw line. This time Hillcrest gets it up the floor nicely. Oh, dropped the pass off with the sledgehammer down the lane out of DGB. 17. And you see some of this. You know that Coach Pinkel and the Missouri coaching staff and the Mizzou faithful are happy to see him coming to play football. But my goodness, when Coach Haith takes a look at this, he might try to do a sell job on the football team. See if he can get him out for the basketball squad. Up top with it, this is Harris. Leaves it out for Baker. A 1-point lead for Hillcrest. Oh, nice little pass from Payne. He dealt it off to Price, who laid it in at 6'3". Trapped as McIntosh. Gets out of there to Petrie, and then a foul deep in the backcourt. That's going against Kevin Baker, and that is foul number 2 on Baker. We look again. Freight train coming right at you, right down central. Mercy. Here's McIntosh across the timeline working on Baker. Approaching 3 minutes here in the third quarter. Up top, McIntosh. Piece of the lane, deals it back Petrie. Now he drives in, and it's knocked out of there as the rebound chase is on and taken away by Harris. Oh, here they come. Sideline break. Nettles deals it back to Payne. On the pull-up, shot too strong by Baker. And then a foul going on Nettles as Petrie was trying to come out of the pack. Miles Nettles picks up the foul, his second. And on Imagine, that is team foul number 5 with 2.5 to play here in the third quarter. The Bears of Imagine, 23-7, and independent in the St. Louis area. And the Hillcrest Hornets, 25-5 on the season out of the Springfield area. Now, of those 5 losses, Green Beckham, who has it there, it would have counted, will go to the line. He has missed 4 of those 5 games that they lost. He was not available, not on the floor. Being recruited in football, he was playing in all-star games, going through his visits, those type of things, and they lost 4 of those 5 games without their star player. Now he goes to the free throw line, where he has been outstanding here today. 5 out of 5, gets the roll for number 6. He's got 18 points. He has 8 rebounds, and he has 3 blocks. And he's got the second. 19 for Dorial Green Beckham. He's coming off 22 against Helias, 22 against Mound County. Had a couple of 31-point games this season against Sylvan Hills and Lebanon. Payne, nice dish, and they swing it back. Baker from outside, short on the 3-ball. Rebound taken away by Petrie. Nice work done there by Austin Petrie. 1-point lead for Hillcrest. Trying to work Green Beckham free inside. There's a whistle. This foul's going to go on Harris. Harris picks up his third personal foul. The 5'10 senior. And he's going to take a seat. Checking back in there, Eric Clark. Clark, the 6'1 junior. So 7th team foul at the 1:44 mark here in the third quarter. So that will put Hillcrest on the line the rest of the way. And here's McIntosh stroking the first one home. 76% on the line for McIntosh. And looked really solid there. He hit a lot of clutch free throws down the stretch in district play. And this one too strong, rings out. 4 points in the ball game for McIntosh. Up top, Nettles. Deal it back, Baker. The Bears of Imagine really cranked up the pressure on their defense and exploded with some steals and some buckets off of those steals. This time Nettles goes, misses the shot. Petrie another rebound. And look at him weave through the defense. McIntosh goes to Jonah Hill, who was absolutely mugged on the block. And his teammates peel him up, corral him. He's got the football mentality, and they know it, the tight end in football. And you want to talk about a high school guy that's put together, that's Jonah Hill. And he misses the first one. That foul was on Nettles. That is number 4 now on Niles Nettles. 18 fouls on Imagine. And we are not yet even in the fourth quarter. So if Hillcrest can shoot some free throws in this ball game, and they're going to go a long way. And Hill hits the second. 5 points in the ball game for Hill. 50% free throw shooter on this season. And here goes Clark down the baseline. Draws the foul on Hillcrest. That foul's going to go on Hardy. Hardy picks up second foul on him and the 4th team foul on Hillcrest here in the second half. Glad to have you with us here on the Show Me Showdown 2012. Bears kick it out high. Out to Baker. Here's Payne. Oh, getting a piece of the lane and drawing another foul as he takes it in. And this foul is going to be on McIntosh, and on McIntosh, that is foul number 3. 15 foul on Hillcrest. Checking into the ball game, Andrew Zay, 6 feet sophomore, checking out McIntosh with those 3 fouls. So a little foul trouble here for Hillcrest. 3 players with 3 fouls, Green Beckham, Petrie, and McIntosh. Up over the top of the defense, Martavian Payne has 9. Explosive. Near steal out front, somehow Petrie collected, and Coach Schaefer got a timeout over there as his 6'1 junior was in trouble. Here's Payne again, just exploding right over the top of everybody and laying it in. And Payne now 9 points in the ball game. Second field goal. He's only 2 for 10 from the field, but 5 of 8 from the line. As Imagine now shooting 34% from the field, but 79% from the free throw line at 15 of 19. And again, with all the fouls in this ball game, both teams are going to have to shoot their free throws well, and they have so far. 72% for Hillcrest at 13 of 18, and they are 48% from the field. So a minute ago, I rattled off all the fouls, guys with foul trouble for Hillcrest. Miles Nettles is the guy that's really in some deep foul trouble. He and Emmanuel Vaughn each have 4 fouls. Kenneth Harris has 3 fouls, so the foul's starting to mount here, and we have not yet reached the fourth quarter in a 1-point ball game with the Hornets of Hillcrest on top. Here's Hardy, and lost the handle. That was Andrew Zay on the right wing. So now Baker slows it up with Harris. And now Martavian Payne. What a group of ball handlers out here on the perimeter for Imagine. Every one of them can go off the dribble. Here's Payne. Gets a piece of the lane. Hanging, can't get the shot to go down. On the deck, coming free is Johnson at the buzzer. It nearly went from three-quarter court, and he almost got it to go. So we have played 3. Hillcrest on top 42-41.
Congratulations to Imagine College Prep Sammy Getty and Hillcrest Austin Freeland. They've been recognized by the Missouri State High School Activities Association as showing good sports. Because of the display of sportsmanship, each have been presented a Show Me Good Sports shirt.
Here we go, quarter number 4, 1-point ball game. Imagine on top, or trailing by 1. It's Hillcrest on top. The pull-up Payne, no good. DGB back in there in full effect, grabbing the rebound. And having a little chat up the floor as he jogs up with Price. Hardy in the lane, left hand, won't go. DGB right there. Rebound taken away, Price. This ought to be fun here in quarter number 4. And there's a blocking foul going against Hillcrest. And that foul's going to go on McIntosh. That is number 4 on David McIntosh. He will sit down. Back into the ball game, Jonah Hill, the enforcer. At 6'4", got to be 230. And he's a junior. I mean, the only guy that's a senior on this team is Green Beckham. So Hillcrest has a lot to work with next season, although they're going to lose perhaps the best athlete ever in Springfield, Missouri, whatever. We got to go deep to find an athlete like Dorial Green Beckham. Number 1 football recruit in the country, coming here to Mizzou next season. Trapped out front. Petrie comes away, though. Now it's Johnson letting it fly and scoring. Jawan Johnson, a 3-ball. 5 points in the ball game for the 6-foot sophomore. And that takes the lead out to 2 for Hillcrest. Baker lobs it to the baseline. And this is Price working on Green Beckham. Decides better of it. Back out top, Baker. There goes Payne. Would have counted, and he'll go back to the free throw line. And like I said, he's been to the line almost 70 times this season. I mean, it looks like it would be 150 times the way he can get it to the rim. And there's that nice little drop-off pass, and Johnson with a three ball. Both teams shooting the three well. They haven't taken many of them, but that's 50% now for Hillcrest. 4 for 8 and 2 for 5 for Imagine College Prep. Both of those three balls being hit by Baker. But it's been Payne getting to the free throw line all night long. 6 of 9 at the free throw line now for Payne. He has 10 points. And his partner Baker has 17. And those two guys together average about 31 points a game on the season. 11 points now for Payne, 7 of 10 from the line. Boy, Hardy pulled up in a dangerous place here to be trapped. Now it's Petrie in trouble, gets it up to McIntosh, who's back in there with those 4 fouls. Around the defense, dishes to Hill. Shot no good, cleaned up by Jawan Johnson. Once again on that offensive glass, just like he was last game against Elias. Rebounded by Price. He'll go to the line. Jawan Johnson, only 6 feet, the sophomore, but he got on the glass again. Went over the top of Emmanuel Vaughn, who's in there with 4 fouls. And back to the line, Imagine. They are 17 of 21 tonight. And this is Price at the line. He drops the percentage down to 77 with that miss, but 17 of 22. He'll take that. Jeremiah Price, 6'3", 180, the junior. Price 2 for 8 from the field tonight, 2 for 3 from the free throw line. Has 4 rebounds in the ball game tonight. And not sure what happened there. I think he might have had some blood and had to check out, so they check in with the Razak Muhammad at the line, and he finishes it off. So crack off your warm-ups, come right in and nail a free throw. Jawan Johnson, and dinner is served right down the lane. That sophomore, impressive looking. Now has 9 points in the ball game, averaging 8 a game on the season. The lead is 3 for Hillcrest. Baseline, dealt off, and then it's short on the shot by Vaughn, and out of the pack comes Johnson. Gets it to go, and one. Jawan Johnson has been huge here in the second half. He did not score in the first half. He has 11 here in half number 2. He'll go to the free throw line looking for point number 12. And he's got that good up and down flow to his game. Leading the break, getting out in the mix. And he'll try to complete the three-point play here. Again, Hillcrest has been to the line 18 times tonight, 72%. They'll add to that 12 points for Johnson, all of them here in half number 2, and he's given his team a 6-point lead. Largest lead here in the second half. Ball knocked away, and that's going to be a foul going against Hillcrest. It's going to be on Jawan Johnson, and on Johnson, that is foul number 3. So add him to that list. But the big guy on that list in foul trouble is Green Beckham. He has 4 fouls. Petrie has 3. Hardy has 3. Johnson has 3. And at the line, Nettles, he has 4 fouls, hits the first one. Harris has 4 fouls. Vaughn has 4 fouls. So imagine with 3 players with 4 fouls. And McIntosh also has 4 fouls for Hillcrest. So that list is getting lengthy on both sides of guys in foul trouble. Nice job at the line by Nettles, and timeout on the floor. Our score right now, Hillcrest 52 and Imagine 48.
Mission is partnered with the Missouri Department of Transportation to educate students and parents about the importance of seatbelt safety. Seatbelts save lives, but only if you use them. 8 out of 10 teens killed in traffic crashes are unbuckled. Get your buckle on and ride along. Visit molives.com for more information. Missouri State High School Activities Association, Marching Band of Missouri, National Guard, Buffalo Wild Wings, and Wilson for their support at this year's Showing Showdown.
Out of the timeout, Hillcrest has the basketball. They're staring that full court pressure right in the face. Get it in, McIntosh. Nice little bounce pass to Johnson, but they're flicking at it every time it's down low, and they get the steal again. Out ahead of the pack goes Baker with the lay-in, and that cuts the lead to 2. Baker has 19, and they will absolutely eat you up with this press. Johnson fouls on the floor, and he'll go back to the line to shoot 1 and 1. That is the 10th team foul going on Imagine. We look again at that pressure defense, the flick, the pick by Payne, and then out ahead of the pack is Baker finishing it up, and that's how they roll here in the second half. They have caused 13 turnovers on Hillcrest. They have 13 points off of those turnovers as Johnson misses the first. 10 steals in the ball game for Imagine.
Substitution for the Bears, number 3,
Muhammad back in there for Imagine. And Johnson goes 1 of 2 at the line, 13 points in the ball game. A 3-point lead for Hillcrest, as they bring it up with 4.5 to play here in our first semifinal game in Class 4 boys action. Hanging shot no good there by Payne. Knocked out of bounds. It'll stay with Imagine. Again, Imagine Prep. This is nothing new to them in the playoffs. Their last 2 ball games, talking about playing in tight games, have been tight. 1-point victories in each. Price draws the foul as he took it right at the defense. He'll go back to the free throw line. They call that foul on Jonah Hill, and he thinks he was just standing there and wondering what that was all about, but Hill picks up foul number 3, so he joins that lengthy list of foul problems in the ball game for both teams. Price gets the roll. He's an excellent free throw shooter at 78% on the season, and Green Beckham checks back into the lineup with those 4 fouls. Let's see if they take it right at him next time down on offense. Price missing the second. Green Beckham the rebound. He now has a double-double at 19 and 11. Foul in the backcourt going on Price. That's only his second. But it's double bonus time the rest of the way for both teams as we approach 4 minutes to play, and Hillcrest on top by 2. Green Beckham had an ankle injury a few games ago, but if you watched any part of this ball game, I think he's totally healthy. We watched him flying all over the floor here tonight, and his free throws have been outstanding. 8 of 8 from the free throw line for a 68% shooter. And that one too strong, so 8 out of 9. He's got 20 points in the ball game. And here come the Bears, down by 3. Payne on the wing, gets a screen from Nettles. Oh, he's gone right down the lane, up over the top, and scoring. Martavian Payne has 13. And a quick timeout call. Inside 4 to play. Hillcrest on top 54-53. And here's that last bucket. Used the screen well. And once again, remember, Green Beckham is playing with 4 fouls. He didn't want to reach in there or go up and contest and get that 5th foul of the ball game. And so Payne took it right at him. And Martavian Payne now has 13. Hillcrest leading by 1. (54-53) inside 4 to play. First game of the semifinals here in Class 4. The winner will take on the winner of Soldan and Liberty North. That is upcoming right after this ball game. They will play on Saturday night in the late game. McIntosh has it stolen away by Baker. Somehow collects himself to Payne. Jumped with no place to go. Stolen by McIntosh. Stolen right back, though, by the Bears. And then it's DGB to clear it out of there with his 12th rebound. Up the floor. Here's Petrie hanging. That's a block. It'll stay with Hillcrest. Leading by 1. 11th steal of the ball game for the Bears. The lob to Green Beckham. Petrie goes down low and then brings it back out to DGB. Price has the assignment of covering Dorial Green Beckham. Price listed at 6'3", and Green Beckham at 6'6". And Hillcrest sitting on it a little bit here. Inside 3 to play with that 1-point lead. I'll tell you what, here's Green Beckham going down the lane. Lost the handle out of bounds. Another turnover. That is turnover number 14 on Hillcrest. But it's a chore to try to handle and be patient against this pecking defense of Imagine. Like a bunch of bees buzzing around you. And they've come up with 11 steals here tonight. And on the offensive end, they've been solid. Only turned it over 6 times. On the baseline, Price. Back to Harris. Now in the middle of the defense. Up over the top of it. Shot no good by Nettles. Got his own right back at DGB. Remember, he's got those 4 fouls. The outlet pass to his wideout is Johnson had it swatted. Takes it back up and scores it. What an outlet pass by Green Beckham. He's a wide receiver, but certainly showing you an arm there, and he threw it to the wide receiver on the other side of the field on the football team this season for Coach Beckham, and that's Jawan Johnson. Oh, how about the move by Martavian Payne with 15. Back to a 1-point ball game. Hillcrest on top. And here's Petrie. Boy, it has been tough work. Bringing the ball up, handling the pressure of this Imagine College Prep team. But Petrie has hung in there. That'll take just a ton out of you, having to handle the ball like that all night against the Killer Bees. Oh, there's another steal. This time it's Payne. It's erased by Green Beckham. Oh my goodness. Here comes Hardy the other way. A 1-point lead for Hillcrest with 1 minute left. McIntosh stepped through, got the pass to Petrie, then a foul going on Nettles, and he is fouled out. The 6'4" junior Nettles fouls out of the ball game with 7 points, 6 rebounds. Here's that last block by Green Beckham. And remember, he's got those 4 fouls, but plenty of air in between him and the block that time as he got up high and spanked it off glass and started a break the other way. Here's the other break with the quarterback throwing it to the wideout, Johnson, on the football team. Remember, he's got a 4-5 of his own in the 40. He collected, had it swatted, and scored it on the other side. And what a second half he has had. Juwan Johnson has 15 points, all of them in the second half. And the Hillcrest faithful just trying to get this one to the clubhouse if they can, to see another night tomorrow playing in the title game, just like they did in 2010 in Class 5 and won the state title that year. At the line, Austin Petrie. Short on the first one, 76% on the season. The junior had a game early this season, 25 against Kickapoo. Second one goes on the roll. And he has 5 points tonight. Lead is 2 for Hillcrest. Inside, 1 minute to play. They try to double team Baker. Finds the open man, that's Price. It won't go. Right there is Vaughn, and it goes. And we are tied in the semifinals here at the Show Me Showdown. Baker broke down the defense, dealt it off to Price. It just trickled off, and big fella, Emmanuel Vaughn at 6'4", 200, the junior right there for the putback. His 5th rebound of the ball game, his 4th point of the game. He comes in averaging 3 points and 3 rebounds on the season, but he had 15 points against Sykeston in the quarterfinals. So that junior has been there when they've needed him this season. So tied at 57 with 39 seconds left. Both teams huddle up. If you're Hillcrest, you might want to hold the ball for the final shot. But what a chore that is against this Imagine team, trying to hang on to the basketball and get into your offensive set and work some time. These guys are all over you. 12 steals in the ball game here today. They have 13 points off those turnovers, 10 fast break points. They've caused 16 turnovers in the ball game on Hillcrest. They've only turned it over 6 times themselves. So a lot of work cut out here for the Hornets if they're going to move on. Tied here at 57. The Bears think they need to move on. They've won 2 one-point games in a row. They've been here before in the playoffs. They know how to win a close game in the state playoffs. Their last 2, they beat Sykeston by 1 and they beat Lutheran South by 1. Hillcrest gets it in. Remember the great weapon in Green Beckham, who can go upstairs where no one else can go. He's got the ball on the cut, down the lane, off the glass, and scoring, and Hillcrest has the lead and 1 for Dorial Green Beckham. Now they've run this play a number of times on the shuffle cut. He is so quick, doesn't even need a screen off that cut, and just beats the defense to the point. He's fouled as he takes it in. He now has 22 points, 13 rebounds, 4 blocks in the ball game, and he's made 8 of 9 from the free throw line. And he'll have one here. Clutch out of DGB. Timeout on the floor. He's given his team a 3-point lead with 21.9 left. So Hillcrest did not sit on it too long. They got it to their star player. They got it to him in a position where he could do something with it on the move, down the lane, and was able to get to the rim, get to the free throw line, and give his team a 3-point lead. On the other hand now, Imagine will take their crack, 21.9 left. They have some guys that can go off the dribble against anybody in this tournament. Talking about people like Baker and Payne and Harris. Price can also go off the dribble. So we'll see how they attack it. They've gotten to the line 27 times in the ball game and hit 78%. Hillcrest has been 26 times and hit 69%. Hillcrest now 50% from the field in the game, 50% from the three-point line versus 34% for Imagine from the field and 33% from the three line. But what's the difference maker in this ball game is all the steals. They've caused 16 turnovers on Hillcrest. Imagine has only turned it over 6 times themselves. So here we go. Baker working on Johnson, and they'll double him up. Caused him to pick up his dribble, get it back to Payne. Payne launches a hanging three. It's long, and Green Beckham has the rebound and a foul with 7.9. Perhaps not the shot they wanted, a hanging three ball. Green Beckham will have 2 free throws. That foul was on Vaughn. He's fouled out of the ball game. So don't go away yet. 7.9. Another one coming for Green Beckham. They have a timeout to use, but no icing of the shooter here, and Green Beckham has made it a 2-possession game. Baker launches the three, and it goes off the glass, and he nearly got fouled when he did it. The junior leaned in, almost drew some contact, and he banks it in off the glass from dead on. He jumps into the defense, but a nice job to get out of the way by Juwan Johnson. And he banked it in off the glass from about 25. And that's his 3rd 3 hit tonight. He's got 22 points in the ball game, 3 out of 5 from the 3 line. And now a 1-point ball game with 3.3 left. Hillcrest on top. And I guess the most important thing right now for the Hornets, they have 1 timeout left, so remember that. This is going to be a chore to get the ball even inbounds against this Imagine College Prep Bears team. So let's see how they work it for Coach Schaefer. We know what Coach Irons is going to do. They're going to be selling out for the steal first. If they don't get it, they'll be fouling immediately with only 3.3. And they get it in easily. And then the foul comes. It's going to be Hardy going to the line. I think they got Baker for that foul. So Roy Hardy Jr., 74% on the season from the free throw line. Outstanding shooter for this Hillcrest team. And he'll shoot 2. No matter what, it will be a 1-possession game with 2.4 left. And he's got the first. One more for the 6'1 junior, Roy Hardy Jr., and he's got them both. Here comes Baker. At the buzzer, it's no good, and Hillcrest will play in the title game tomorrow night. So a good one here in our first semifinal game. The Hillcrest Hornets move it out to 26-5 on the season. They'll play in the championship game tomorrow night in Class 4. They will await the winner of our next game, Soldan and Liberty North. That game, the nightcap tomorrow night right here at Mizzou Arena. Imagine finishes their season at 23-8 on the season. They have 3 one-point games in a row. This ends up being a 3-point game, but a very close game. They had 2 one-point games prior to this. They lose it by 3 here tonight, but what a great effort by this team from Tony Irons, and they finished the season 23-8. John Schaefer's Hillcrest Hornets live on to see another day. They'll play in the championship game tomorrow night, a game we'll have for you on Fox Midwest.